It's the high-tech sporting event of the year. Robot Wars are back.
And we'll meet the reclusive millionaire game wizards behind Doom and Quake, two of the hottest computer games ever made.
Coming up on Next Step. Mech warrior game where strength,
I like to see destruction,
technical ingenuity,
it's a great way to get out your aggression and avoid human mutilation.
And a little luck could mean your survival.
Biohazard!
The Robot Wars are back, and they're bigger and better than ever.
This is a sporting event for people who want to kick butt with their brains.
They are reclusive, wonderfully demented, and millionaires.
The industry was looking for a rock star, and we happened to be there.
Now the creators of the hit game Doom have done it again with Quake, taking game technology to the next step.
This is sort of how we stay in touch with our public, by blowing them away whenever possible.
Fax machines are no longer going to be restricted to a 2D world.
This guy was scanned here at the Stanford University Computer Graphics Lab, and this is what came out on the other end of the line 400 miles away.
Now you can fax 3D objects over a phone line. This is the clock go-round from Datex.
And who says technology has to break your bank? We found some interesting gizmos for under $100. Hello, I'm Paul Robin.
And I'm Phil Cowan. This is the next step in technology. Get ready for the ultimate in mechanical warrior competition.
Starring the finest high-tech gladiators of the 21st century, this is the technological sporting event of the year, and once again, we were there.
Are you ready for Robot Wars?
Stockton, California, we have Roach. From Seattle, Washington, we have Slow-Mo 3. From Goleta, California, we have Rampage. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
100 robots and their inventors from all over the world have gathered here in an old warehouse on the San Francisco waterfront for the 3rd annual Robot Wars, a machine mull battle to see who's the king of the heap. There are 4 weight classes at Robot Wars, each punctuated with radio-controlled robots with names like Bite Me, Agamemnon, and My Little Pony. Rules are simple. No explosives, corrosives, or flames. No untethered projectiles. Pin the other robot for 30 seconds, propel it out of the ring, or disable it. It's sudden death elimination, and it's riveting.
The thing I like about the competition is the combat between two gladiators. Even though they're not real, they're robot, they're man-made, but it's still competition, it's still war, and war is exciting when you're not in it.
To this crowd, a lethal robot may be good, but a clever one is better.
More interesting to me in the Robot Wars, probably cleverness, but brawn always seems to win.
I like to see destruction. I think it's fun.
These armored warriors of surplus and scavenged parts owe their lives and their deaths to another unusual breed.
I've been working on Biohazard for the past 4 or 5 months, a lot of evenings and weekends. I've got a total of 480 screws holding the whole robot together. I don't know how to weld, so I just relied on screws. Did everything myself.
I'm from Tile Hill in Coventry. I have an engineering background from when I was working, and for the last 4 years I've been helping my son with model car racing.
I have a learning disability discovered in 2nd grade. It's called dyslexia. They really don't know much about it, but I've had it most of my life. I think that allows me to communicate with mechanical vehicles more so than most people.
They want to be, in the limelight, in an intense, dramatic, theatrical situation.
There's one man at Robot Wars in particular whose mettle is being tested. He's that man, Marc the Trey. He's the inventor of the Master, the defending heavyweight champion robot of the world.
As long as I can remember, I've been making little strange mechanical things. My parents gave me a lot of, toasters and clocks and stuff to take apart when I was a kid. I had a lot of support from them. And when I started making money at it, they were especially encouraging.
Marc the Trey is best known for his special creature effects in Hollywood films like Batman Forever and The Nutty Professor.
Before there was a Robot Wars, my coworkers and I used to entertain ourselves by building stuff like this. And this would do pretty well as a Robot Wars entry, actually. This is a little fire truck. And this is me, and this is my partner, Steve, and we're at the wheel of this evil little Fisher-Price fire truck.
Our ball of doom is in motion. Our safety doors are closed. Our competitors are ready.
The defending champ was upset early, and a freewheeling metal massacre began for Top Bot. Biohazard took the heavyweight championship as well as design and engineering honors, but in the final free-for-all melee, it was La Machine that wreaked havoc with impunity.
And avoid human mutilation.
This is a sporting event for people who want to kick butt with their brains.
Sort of makes Monday Night Football look like a quilting bee, doesn't it? If you'd like to get ready for the next Robot Wars, these would be a good place to start. They're robot kits from Mondo Tronics.
Yeah, you build these yourself, and boy, it's really pretty easy. This one is the Sonic Rover. That's the Hyper Peppy model. Both of these roll on wheels, and they'll change directions when they hear a loud noise or run into something.
If you'd really like to challenge yourself, put this together. It's the WAO2, and as you can see, pretty sophisticated. This one can actually be programmed to perform basic functions. Right now, these arms sense the table edge and won't let it go off.
And here's a very popular model. This is the Spider Walker. Walks on 6 legs and has an infrared sensor so that when it's about to hit a wall or an object, it changes directions. Oh, Phil, they're having a fight.
Pretty neat stuff. They sell from about $30 to $75. And if you can only program them to destroy each other, well, you'd be on the Robot Wars fast track.
Coming up, get an inside look at how the makers of Doom created a new, improved mega hit that may change computer games forever.